Hello, fellow tube surfers, this is Bubba Drew, and welcome back to the updated Jalopy. Now, it's been a long time since I've played this game, and it's pretty much the roots of my channel. It's what I began with. It's a game that I really enjoy. I played this a lot before My Summer Car came along. It's still not finished, but there's still quite a bit of content to explore. And I feel like this could be a good revamped series, because, you know, I have a face cam now, and there's people out there that may not know what this game is, or weren't around long enough to see my videos of it. So this should be pretty good. I started a new game. I had a game, but then I decided, you know what, I want to start over. So, without any further delay, we're going to get right into this. So, as the usual song and dance dictates, we start here, next to our bed with an alarm clock, a lamp, which you can interact with, by the way. Can't do it any faster, unfortunately. And our home just so happens to be a Leica dealership, which is the car that you use in this game. It's called a Leica 601. As I said in the first video I've ever done of this game, and the first video I've ever uploaded to YouTube, this car is based off of the Trabant, a very, very well-known Eastern German car, popular with motorists pretty much because it was the only car choice they had. It's interesting, but it's true. What the heck? There was a box here. What's this? Oh, decal remover. Okay. Don't really need that right now. But yeah, this game is like My Summer Car. This is a vehicle maintenance game. I got the car jack in there, as you can see. But it's a bit more simplified. It's not as complex as My Summer Car is with all its parts and stuff. So let me open the hood latch and show you kind of the simple setup you got here. Was the license plate always there before? Yeah, so each part, I believe there's like a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 engine parts, which is quite a bit less than what you have to do in My Summer Car, so it's much more simplified. Plus the tires and all that. Yeah, as you can see, one of the things you had to do is actually insert a passenger side door. I think that's kind of funny because it gives it a bit more of a dilapidated look. As you saw in the trunk here, I grabbed a repair kit, which I can use for various parts in the engine. Car jack, I can jack the car up and change the tires out. There are different kinds of tires. I want to take some fuel with me, actually, and another car jack. Okay, I can't carry more than 3 items. Which is fair, to be quite honest. Alright. Also, one other thing. Okay, well, before I say what that other thing is, you may be wondering why I have 2 car jacks. I have one that I actually use, and I have one that I sell. You could sell these for a lot of money. The only problem now is if I stop on the side of the road and there's some big boxes, I can't put them in. Okay, I'm going to get some tires now. Because you never know what you're going to need on the road, in the words of this fine young lad over here with the psychedelic shirt. Yeah, this guy is supposed to be your uncle. Normally, he would sit with you in the passenger side and be along for the ride. That rhymed. But because the game is still in development, you're still kind of on your own. The keys are just above you in the sun visor. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Well, actually, before I do that, okay, put them in the ignition. Before I start it up, I'm just gonna choose a route first. As you may already know, you have 3 different routes you can shoes. Some are shorter, but have more extreme conditions. Some are longer, but are more calm, I guess you could say. I want to make things interesting and go with Route 2. It's short but sweet. It should give you a good idea of what this game is like to do, or play. Right, it's raining. There's water streaming down the windshield and windows. I like that effect, that's cool. It's time to go. Also, they updated the engine sound of this car. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. Nothing like the sound of a two-stroke engine, that's for sure. That pop, 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 that kind of sound. I love it. Alright, and we are off. Oh, they changed the handling as well. Originally, it was a little bit floaty, a bit more realistic. But now they went back for the grippy handling, I guess you could say. I mean, you still kind of float around and stuff, which is good. So the car isn't always on rails. Well, then again, this actually might be because I'm in the rain. Because it's so floaty. Which makes sense. Oh, jeez. First car accident, brushed against the wall. Got the jet turbine, well, not jets, the wind turbines in the tunnel here. That's thunder. Yeah, the big problem with driving in the rain is that you skid quite a bit more. And that'll wear your tires out very quick. Okay, that's a tank. That's a monument, I think it's supposed to be. One thing I really wish is if there was some sort of drifting in this game. Because then that would make the trips a lot more eventful. You just go down the highway and just skid along, do some initial D stuff, if you will. Oh, what is this? What is it? That is a Yugo, but what the? Okay. Okay, those are puddles. I'm going to avoid those so the car doesn't get dirty. That Yugo was like in the middle of the road. Like blocking both lanes so you couldn't pass. I mean, I know it's a Yugo and, well, it's one of the worst cars in the world, but there's no need to drive it like that. Speaking of Yugos, one just passed me, and there's a box that I can't pick up because I don't have space. Also, you notice that the cars smoke a lot in this game. Which is actually pretty accurate, because they're not exactly the cleanest of cars, these Eastern European vehicles. Sorry if I'm skidding all over the road, I can't really help that. It's a bit... Okay, well, hit a puddle. Car's probably gonna get a little dirty. I'm just trying desperately to maintain control of this. Oh, okay, that's a spin out right there. Avoided. Oh, and did I mention the keyboard sometimes dies? So I could be turning, and then the keyboard will lock in position and turn off, and I try to hit buttons to get the keyboard to wake up again. But by then, I crash into a wall and possibly cause damage to the car. Like that right there. Okay. Okay, crisis averted. Yeah, normally I'd be picking up boxes, as I said, but I don't have space to get them. Okay, that's a bump right there on the highway. Also, one other thing that is probably pretty evident right now, this is not a very fast car. So far the top speed we've been reaching is 60 kilometers per hour. That's 30 miles an hour. And we're on the Autobahns right now. I don't know if that would fly in real life. Then again, this is East Germany. A lot of people have really slow cars. Well, East Germany isn't a thing anymore. That was a... You know what? I'm not going to really say anything kind of historic in this because I might get it wrong. Just Google East Germany. And it'll probably give a rundown of what the conditions were like during those times. Okay, well, the car's smoking now. I don't know how close we are to our destination yet. But the car is ooh! We're actually right there. What do you know? Hopefully this car can hold up. Okay, there's a roundabout up ahead. Who has time for a roundabout? I'm just gonna go right over it. Okay, that was airtime right there. Okay, whoop, 2 wheels. Probably caused some tire damage, but I don't really care. We gotta get to the destination. You know, and this is one thing that I mentioned in my very first video, is that there are millions of these made. Millions of these Trabants made. That was a store. But when the Berlin Wall came down and Germany was reunified, people, they drove these across the border, obviously. But a lot of people, once they came back to West Germany, they began to look at some of the cars that were produced over there, and they just abandoned their Trabants. But despite that, there are still a crap ton of them still running. Which is actually kind of impressive for a car made out of plastic and cardboard. Or at least that's how the legend goes. Okay, I'll just repair that once I get the progress saved.
Welcome. Will you be staying with us tonight? There's 20 for the room.
I have no idea why I gave her that voice. What's her name again? I can't remember. Lisa. Okay. Oh, they changed the way her face looks. I just noticed that. Alright, there you go. Oh, I don't have my wallet. Well, how clumsy of me. I go to a hotel and I don't even have a wallet. Good thing it's right here. Oh yeah, and the door doesn't always open on the first try. Also, I have a suspicion that is a body bag in the back there. It's either that or just a luggage bag. Depends. Okay, close the door, be polite. Yes, I know it's 20 for the room. Take it.
You'll be staying in room 2C on the 2nd floor.
Okay.
I kindly ask you not to disturb the other guests during your stay.
Alright, take the keys. Trick shot my wallet back into my car, and read a newspaper while we're at it. So let's see here. Alcohol factory burns down in CSFR. Is that CSFR? Yep, the CSFR. Okay, done with that. So yeah, that's the first episode of the revamped Jalopy. If you like this so far, please feel free to leave a comment saying so. Other than that, I will see you all on the flip side.